Okay, today's topic is really simple. I'm going to go over some of the top comments from 2024. First thing I'm going to do is start with the positive comments, and there were quite a few positive comments, and the positive comments outweighed the negative comments 10 to 1, 100 to 1 in reality. Some of the negative comments we'll talk about. I actually had prepared a video already about that, about 4 pages long, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on the positive. Again, if you are a regular subscriber to this channel, thank you very much. For those of you who have left positive and encouraging comments in the comments section, the thank yous, I appreciate it. And all the comments that requested things that I tried to get to, if I didn't, comment again in this video, and I will try to get to them over the course of the next year. But the most important thing that I want to say right now to everyone who has subscribed, who has commented, who has liked a video, who has shared a video, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it very much. Some of the positive comments I got were about the various episodes that I did about the car, the Bolt EUV itself. And the 30,000 mile and the 50,000 mile report are the most watched videos of 2024. And hopefully I'll be able to do some more. I'm going to be going over 2 years at the end of February, going into March. So on March 1st, my car will be 2 years old, and I will do a special video about that. I'm also going to share a little bit more about the Hyundai as time goes on. We're going to be taking a few road trips this year in the Hyundai, and I'm going to share some of the things about that. So I want to say thank you to all those who've commented on that particular video, who've thanked me and who have given me encouragement. But now, let's move over into some of the negativity that happened over the course of the past year. I had a guy from Texas who called me an EV shill. And if you don't know what a shill is, that's somebody that just stands up and promotes whatever product they're promoting, or whatever service they're promoting, or whatever movement they're promoting, and they're paid to do it. Well, I'm not a paid shill. I'm not a shill at all. I just speak the truth about electric vehicles and the electrification of the motor vehicle in general. I don't get checks from Tesla. I don't get checks from Rivian. I don't get checks from anybody, as a matter of fact, to do this channel. Over the course of the past 2 years since I started this channel, almost 2 years, I've probably lost in the neighborhood of $2,500 to $3,000. I'm not making money to do this. I'm doing this because it's something that I honestly believe in. So to the person who called me a shill, I guess everybody that goes into McDonald's and says, hey, I like the French fries, that makes them a McDonald's shill, right? Same concept. I had another guy from the Midwest who just basically called me stupid because I have a bit of a Southern accent. Well, I was born in Georgia, and I've spent most of my life in the Deep South, so it's no wonder that I would have a Southern accent. So let me explain it to him like this. You don't have to watch this. You can skip to the next segment if you'd like. But to the person who called me stupid, I've got 2 things to say. 1, I guarantee you my IQ is higher than yours. Number 2, pull up. Say it to my face. I'll be at several public events this year, and you're welcome to come say that I'm stupid to my face. But I don't think you're going to like the results of what will happen after that. So keep that in mind. And then after that, I had someone from California tell me that I can't do basic math. And it was about one of the videos where I had done a road trip, and I showed how much I had spent over time. And then he applied the fact that I spent more at a EV charger than I would have at a gasoline station to the fact that his gasoline car is going to run much better than mine. What he failed to realize is that 80% of my charging is at home. So 10 cents a kilowatt hour or less, I guarantee you I will run circles around any gas-powered car. 5 to 1 on the cost, guaranteed. So don't tell me I don't know how to do basic math. I've been doing it since I was 4 years old. In 2024, I also had someone accuse me of drinking the Kool-Aid. Again, it was about a video where I had talked about how much money I was saving on gasoline. But what they don't understand is in 2019, before I traded my Honda Civic that got 30 miles to the gallon for the 2017 Bolt, which was my first EV, I was spending about $2,700 a year for 1,000 gallons of gasoline. At that point in time, price of gas was about $2.70 on average for the year leading into the time I traded the vehicle. That first year after I owned the EV, I was spending $510 per year to go the same 30,000 miles. So $2,700 or $510. That's well over $2,000 of cold hard cash that I'm putting in my pocket. So I don't think I'm brainwashed. I think I know how to do basic math, and I think that it's just smart economic sense to drive an electric vehicle. Not only do you save on energy costs going from point A to point B, you have reduced maintenance costs, and you have the sheer joy of knowing that you're driving a car that does not pollute the atmosphere. If that's brainwashing, then I invite you to sign me up for another rent cycle there, Mr. California again. One of my favorites of 2024 was the fact that I was called a liar countless times. I had at least 10 and maybe closer to 15 comments where I was just basically told that I was a liar. Apparently, my entire life is a lie, according to one commenter. But to the people who are calling me a liar, again, I say, bring it. I'll be at several public events. Come call me a liar to my face. But that brings me to a very important fact. My 3 sons, all grown men and all performing well in society, they're not leeches. They provide for their families and they do so very well. All 3 of my sons will tell you that the one thing that was not an option in growing up with me is honesty. Honesty is absolutely not negotiable. I hate lying worse than I hate paying taxes. And I can guarantee you that's something that you need to take into consideration before you get on that keyboard and start calling me a liar. So to everyone who has hurled an accusation or a negative comment in my direction, I feel sorry for you because you're a keyboard warrior. You sit in your mommy's basement protected from everything by your keyboard and your mouse and your screen, and you think you can get away with anything. You're welcome to continue to comment in my comments section. Please do go ahead. But while you're doing that, I want you to look at all the other viewers and look at the positive comments that they're making. Because when you comment negatively about me, you're commenting negatively about the people who appreciate what I'm trying to do here. And that's not a wise thing to do. On the subject of EVs, I know they're not perfect, but from an economic standpoint, from an environmental standpoint, and from a practical standpoint, they are superior to the internal combustion engine 100-fold. And that's my opinion. And I have the numbers to back my opinion, and I have the experience to back my opinion. And my guess is those people who are driving internal combustion engines have never even sat in an electric vehicle, and they are just using the nonsense they hear on the media who tells them that they're going to be forced to drive an EV in the future. Nobody's going to force you to drive an electric vehicle. Nobody. The government cannot do that. But the question I have for you is, as more people adopt electric vehicles and the price of gasoline goes out of sight, and eventually you're going to have the scarcity of gasoline that we have with the scarcity of charging stations today, what are you going to drive? A horse and buggy? The very same people in the early 1900s, in that same mentality that said, I'm never going to give up my horse and buggy, 20 years later they were all driving automobiles. The same people who are screaming that same sentiment about the internal combustion engine, I'm never going to give up my internal combustion engine. 20 years from now, they're going to be driving an electric vehicle because that's about all they're going to have available to them. Manufacturers are going to stop manufacturing the internal combustion engine. You can count on that like you count on the sun coming up tomorrow. It's not a matter of debate anymore. It's going to happen. So, well, that's it for today, folks. Again, for those of you who have given me positive comments and encouragement in the comments section over the past year in 2024, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. And while we continue to dodge the potholes of ignorance and swerve around biases and cruise straight along into the land of hard facts, if you're still not convinced by anything that I've said here, don't worry. I hear that denial is a great destination for you, so you're welcome to go there. Until next time, please remember to subscribe, to share, to comment, to like, and ring the notification bell. And keep asking questions, keep making comments, and remember always that the shortest distance between point A and point B is always the truth. Thanks, everybody. See you all real soon.